This video will show you how to create a slotting and contouring operation within Autodesk Fusion. To get started, we have a model here that we're going to use, and we're going to start off with the setup. Our stock point will be, our box point will be in the bottom left corner. For the stock, we're going to use a relative size box with no additional stock. And for our post-process, we can put a name of last name with slotting and contouring. We're going to go ahead and go to the 2D panel and select slot. In this case, for our tool, we're going to hit select. From our PLTW library, we will choose tool number 11, which is our engraver bit. We're going to move to the geometry tab. I'm going to select the top edge of the slots, that way we know we're going to stay in between those two closed chains. For the heights tab, we're going to leave clearance height, retract height, and feed height as their defaults. For the bottom height, one way to control this is we're going to choose from the stock top, and then we're going to do a negative 0.025 down from the stock top. As far as the passes go, we can check multiple depths and change the maximum roughing step down if needed. We're going to go ahead and choose OK and preview the toolpath. The slot is created, and we don't have to worry about having to make any changes to that step over. Go ahead and select Exit Simulation. In order to make our next option, we're going to click on the 2D panel, choose 2D contour. We're going to choose the outside contours of, as well as the top of the outside of the letters for PLTW. The tool is going to be the exact same, tool number 11. We have our geometry defined, and our heights, same kind of scenario. We're going to go to the bottom height, set it to the stock top, and set to the same depth, a negative 0.025 for our operation. For the passes tab, we're going to go ahead and select OK. We're going to simulate our setup. Notice how the two contours above the PLTW are not completely, they slot, but they do not necessarily will get rid of all of the material in between. Click Exit Simulation. If we want to make an adjustment to this, I'm going to right click on the 2D contour and select Edit. On the Geometry tab, notice how you might have to scroll, but if you select any of the options, close chain 1, notice how this is highlighted. I can select the X. Close chain 2 has this one highlighted. I'm going to click the X. The remaining closed chains are for the letters. We're going to keep that as we like the look of that being engraved. Under 2D, we can run a 2D pocket operation. We'll utilize the same tool and select the outside edges of the contours. For the heights, choose stock top for the bottom height and a negative 0.025, just like all the other engraved pieces. Select OK. Run simulation. Notice the amount of machining time it takes to be able to do this operation. If we were to mill out and pocket out these two semicircular shapes, we probably want to use a larger style, like maybe end mill, in order to pocket that out to reduce the amount of machining time. But let's exit the simulation. Go ahead and make sure to save this. And let's move on to the last CAM practice strategy for activity 234.